your child, isn't it?
Yeah.
16. So you're thinking about your friends being outside McDonald's. They're in the park. Oh my days. And that's what I was thinking about. Like, so that's what my first night was like. I'm in jail and everyone's out having fun, literally.
Yeah,
he's waistband. And I'm thinking, cool, he's gonna pull out a knife, innit?
Yeah.
So it's like, and I'm waiting for him to pull out a knife, but that's when I clocked. It's a gun hand.
Got a thing,
Yeah, but my cousin's in there. This is how he was able to get hands on him easier. Cause my cousin's in the shop because it's like a mandem shop, innit? Food shop. And he's like, pulled it out now and froze. And my cousin's like, don't run. But I'm not stupid. Like, I'm right in front of him. I'm in the doorway walking in to the Caribbean restaurant. Yeah. Like, it's a small target.
Yeah. So he's going to hit you.
I think he'd have been lodged in my face, to be honest. You know what I mean? So I just, boom, kept it warm. And then I just heard it's a scapegoat thing. It's talking to the generation underneath you. Because you're the generation before them. So what did you give them to work off? What tools did you give them? Do you know what I mean? And it can keep on going back. It can keep on going back. Do you know what I mean?
Delinquent Nation, Prison Diaries. This is SRG. My brother from jail. We met up in the jail last. Do you know what I mean? How long ago was that now? Like
just over a year now.
Just over a year ago. You're doing your thing now, you're out here, you've been out for a minute now, you're doing your thing. Obviously, since we left I heard a lot about you as well. We're gonna get into that afterwards, you get me? But yeah, before we get into anything, talk us through your lifestyle, like how you was growing up. Do you know what I mean?
Lifestyle? How
you was growing up and then maybe how you got onto the roads eventually. What then led you going to prison?
Life. I come from Lewisham. I was born 1989. Lewisham Hospital. So I'm like proper Lewisham. Lewisham. You know what I mean?
Proper Lewisham boy.
Well, yeah, that's where I come from.
Yeah.
I was born. And yeah, things seem good when you're young. Then soon, quite looking back now, quite quickly things turned a bit left. Were coming from my parents and stuff. Yeah, and then I think that, looking back, I think that's where it kind of spiraled out of control. But then it wasn't out of control, it was control. But me being my age now, I can see where the control, I lost control.
Wait, can you pinpoint that moment though? Like, so like, growing up, everything was all right.
Well, it seems all right, innit? Because when you're a child, you don't know no difference.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Everything's normal until you see another household, or do you know what I mean? Or you go to your friend's house and you say, oh, he's got a dad and he's got school. So everything was normal until I think my older brother said something, and the reaction of my mum told me, you get me? And then life. It became life. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I was it in school for you? How was your education and that?
Primary school, just a child. It was a bit blurry as well. I wouldn't say a bit blurry, I would say a bit up and down after a while because of my mum's illness. And through school, so I was living with my mum for a long while. Me and my brother was living with my mum in school. Then she got ill. And then my dad took my older brother, so I was living with my mum because he had to go to secondary school, so it was only right. He had like a bit of, then after a while, my dad come to get me when I was still like in primary school. But just look at it like this, I was living with my mum that was ill and didn't have any control over my behaviour. And then after a while, my dad just comes home. Like, you know what I mean? So I had something to refer to. That's when beats come and you doing something wrong. But what do you mean I'm doing something wrong? My mum wouldn't tell me I was doing anything wrong. But I wasn't even looking at it like that at the time. But that's what it was. Do you know what I mean? But it was a blessing because even as a young boy, I always looked at my dad like an angel that come to rescue me. Because as a youth, I knew what I was living in wasn't right. Do you know what I mean? So and then just like in a quick way, went from primary school to secondary school. Year 7. My brother ended up taking somebody's life. And then that just spiraled into another thing. I had to switch schools.
Was you involved in that? Like, so like, so what happened with your brother doing that? Yeah, did that bring you into it a bit? Do you know what I mean? Was people looking for you then?
No one was looking for anyone.
No,
I was looking for people.
Oh yeah.
After that, no, not like that. But yeah, people were obviously told of my brother in school, innit? And I remember a bunch of year sevens, we all ganged up and looked for them guys.
Yeah.
But like it was an internal problem in school. One guy, another guy.
Oh, this was in school.
It was a school thing. I was in year 7 at the
Oh.
time, and my brother was in year 11.
Really?
Yeah, and the boy was in year 10. Rest his soul in peace. And yeah, a simple altercation. Brother punched him. He went home, never woke up.
Oh,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
Then that was kind of a bit when you're 11,
Yeah.
12.
That's nuts. Yeah.
So that happened.
Yeah.
Brother had to go to jail for a while. So that was another experience. Then I had to change my secondary school. I went to another secondary school. Went to college. Ended up getting arrested. Missed my exams. And I went to college again.
What'd you get arrested for, if you don't mind me asking?
That time when I was in college, I got arrested for possession of. Well, it was operation of drug dealers back in the day. You know when drug dealers used to just chill on the corner.
Oh, and they used to sweep up everyone at one point. Yeah.
No, not even. Yeah, it's when they sweep up everyone. Yeah, but it's like old school when like man just stand on the corner
and wait for shots. Yeah.
But one of my cousins, he was prolific in it. That's what he did in it. Like, and I used to chill with him a lot. And went to get some weed off him, and I got caught up in the operation. Me and my brother.
Yeah.
I missed my exams because of that. And when we went to court, they realised I wasn't involved like that. Do you know what I mean? I got caught. I think I just got thrown out.
Yeah.
But I missed my exams, so that was another thing that spiraled out of control.
Setback as well, isn't it?
Yeah. And I think I went college again. Kicked out of college for things that had nothing to do with college. Had a blessing, my son. And
that's when you had your son, yeah?
Yeah, and my son at 17, 18. Then luckily that kind of, I got a bit more focused.
Yeah.
Now it was nowhere near focused, but it just gave me something to keep me on the straight and narrow, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then from there, I had to get my head down, and then I got my head up, I'm going to the sky, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No limits and that.
Yeah, come on, my bro. But yeah, man, it's been a minute, man, since we've seen each other. You come through, you bought the champagne, you bought the Ciroc.
Come on, man.
You get me?
You know what? I wanted to get you some Clico.
Yeah.
But I come straight from Lewisham, and I don't think Brixton sells Clicos to ghetto. This part of it, because I went to about 4 shops. So man, love, because
come on, my brother.
We was in the hole together.
Yeah,
so I have to bring a drink, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
come on, my brother. Now you come through, man.
Come on, man.
You get me? And you was actually there. What people don't know, you was actually there when I first started doing this Delinquent Nation thing. You did a freestyle.
Yeah.
And I think that's somewhere there. I'll probably try and get it up, probably try and pull it somewhere in this video or something like that. But you did a quick freestyle in the cell for Delinquent Nation when we was just starting this. It was like last year, innit?
Yeah.
On the wing, which was nuts.
Money check, money on wrist, money on neck. Man just bet some money on raps. Messing my money, then you might get whacked. I want money like Goldman Sachs. I make money all over the map. I make choices, I take risks. I want the free fast, spin like a disc. Girl in the golden whisk. No buts or ifs.
But yeah, man, differently from that, what was your sentence? What did you get sentenced for when you came away this time?
Conspiracy to supply.
Could I say?
Yeah, Class A, yeah.
What sentence did you get?
I got a 9 years with a third off.
Oh, it's 6 years then.
Yeah.
What type of what did they have you as the leading role? Yeah. How did that come about? So before like what led up to that? You selling drugs in that lifestyle. What led up to that?
What led up to it?
Yeah. Cause like, do you know what it is? Yeah, we was on the wing together. Yeah. Proper humble brother. Do you know what I'm saying? And then obviously we got along in that. Do you know what I mean? And then I don't know what happened. You went home, innit? Yeah, you must have went home. Then I see a few other Lewisham brothers, and they mentioned your name, SR, and they were saying some they was saying some crazy stories about
Stories.
you. Yeah, some crazy stories. So like I heard one story, yeah, what I thought was nuts. Something like, but maybe you can correct man, innit? Something like a man tried to bun you, but you carried on coming for him or something like that. I don't know if you want to speak about it. What happened? I don't know. That sounds nuts to man, but I don't know how true that was or if it was myths or what.
Do you know what? The stories are on the mixtapes, you know. No, seriously, like it's out there. It's out there, like, and it's out there. I could tell you. Would you believe me if I tell you? Like, you know what I mean? You tell the story. I'm here to tell the tale, and it's there for you, innit? You know what I mean?
Of course, they can listen to it, but maybe you can break it down a bit. Maybe that'll give them incentive to listen to it anyways. You get me? Because that's actually nuts. It takes some heart.
Yeah, I got heart. It took some heart. I got shot twice.
Was this an ongoing beef in Lewisham or something like that?
No.
This was just a personal thing or something?
I would say that people do crazy things when they're scared. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like on paper, it looks like it's some gang thing, and it wasn't even that. It was some guy I went to school with, or you know what I mean. And do you know what I mean? Some dickhead, really. He was scared of me, innit?
Yeah.
And one time he saw me with a knife and he ran. Next time he saw me with a gun, and he didn't.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But you know what I mean.
When he's let off. Didn't you think to run? Like
I did initially run.
Oh, you did?
Because I was like point blank, like this close to him, innit?
Yeah.
And
so just your first reaction was just like,
no, my first reaction was to like say something. Back then I was a bit cocky, innit? So I saw him, innit? Like I've seen him a couple times before that. Do you know what I mean? And I saw him one time after the reason why we wasn't talking, and then like he backed out a knife. It's like I was jogging. I said, you know what? Like, kill me, you prick. Do you know what I mean? Like, and he ran off. Like, I was chasing him with his knife.
Oh, so even before that,
before that,
he's backed out a knife on you.
And I've ducked him out, innit?
You ducked him down,
and then another time I must be with my two brethren in Lewisham, and it's with his brethren. And they wanted to move to him, innit? Because they heard what happened. I was like, leave him, man. He ran off with his knife. But his ego, and because he's with his friends, he's saying, no, I didn't. I'm saying, bruv, I'm not beefing you. You ran off with your knife. No, I didn't. Do you know what I mean? I'm not beefing someone that's running off with it. What am I beefing him for? This was back in the day anyway, innit? And then, I think it was a day after my birthday. So what's the day? It was this time 11 years ago. This day 11 years ago, 10 years ago, funny enough.
Long time ago,
and went to the barber's, got my hair cut. My cousin said he's around the corner, literally gone around the corner in there, and the boys like see me and he's froze, innit?
Froze.
Yeah, it's like he's froze. Yeah. But that's what he did the last time when he had the knife, innit? He froze. So I thought, alright, cool. Like, I was gonna say something cocky, to be honest.
Yeah.
And then it's gone to his, it's like all gone in slow mo. Like it's gone to his waistband, and I'm thinking, cool, he's gonna pull out a knife, innit? So it's like, and I'm waiting for him to pull out a knife, but that's when I clocked it's a gun hand.
Got a thing,
Yeah, but my cousin's in there. This is how he was able to get hands on him easier. Cause my cousin's in the shop, because it's like a mandem shop, innit? Food shop, and he's like, pulled it out now and froze. And my cousin's like, don't run. But I'm not stupid. Like, I'm right in front of him. I'm in the doorway walking in to the Caribbean restaurant. Like, it's a small target.
So he's going to hit you.
I think he'd been lodged in my face, to be honest. You know what I mean? So I just, boom, kept it warm. And then I just heard a bang, bang. And then luckily my cousin tried to chip him up. So that cut his arm off, apparently. And then they kept on chasing him. I went round the corner. Checked on myself, like, because I think a couple of weeks, a month or like, my brother got shot. But grace of God, he's cool. I'm good, innit? Yeah. So so I kind of understood. Like, I saw it with my own eyes. So I went round the corner quick, and I like backed off my top, and I'm looking at myself, innit? Can't see nothing. And I remember there was a woman there, and I was like, have I got shot on my back? And she just screamed, like, "Wah!" And just ran off, yeah, there's some guy was there, and he's like, no, you're cool. Yeah. You just got it in your arm. So I looked, and there's like a hole in my arm. So I was young then. I had a lot of testosterone, so I come out like just chatting shit. And I could see that my cousin, everyone, like they had a group of them, and everyone was just putting in work in it. And then that's what happened. I went over there, putting in work. Feds come. A lot of people got arrested. Yeah. I remember going in the ambulance, talking to my brethrens, and then like I'm talking to you now, and I see blood on their face.
Right,
like,
what, it just squirted?
That was my hand. My hand was like, the bullet must have slid up my finger, and I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, but by the grace of God, we're here, innit? Yeah, man.
And that's why you're here today, man.
The moral of that story, it was foolishness. I got to show over foolishness. No bad man thing, no gang thing. It's just fair and ego, innit? Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he was just nervous.
Yeah, it's over foolishness. It's over foolishness. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But it's crazy though, man. And I think you can learn from that, anyways.
Yeah, don't put your energies where they don't need to be. Like, focus your energies on yourself for something positive.
Yeah, cool.
Do you get it? That's what I believe.
Yeah, I respect that. So do you remember? Because you sound like you've had a pretty normal. You get me? Like, obviously not normal, but you've had a bit of madness. But for the upbringing part, it was like it didn't seem like it was like having much of an effect on your mentals, if that makes sense.
I don't know. Some people might beg to differ because, like I said, like I got used to my surroundings. It's not till I think I got arrested when I was like 16, 17 for having a knife, and I went to probation and I spoke to like a psychiatrist, and I had that mentality like, listen, life is horrible. I probably was about 15. I was like, life's shit. Like, this has happened. That's happened. My mum, my brother's been in jail, and I was like, I'm just the way I am. Yeah. And she, from young, she broke it down to me like the root of things. Like, oh, no, you're like this because that happened.
Because of that,
You're like this because, and I remember crying like a waterfall, like crying and then having anger and that. And I remember going, and I think that was a blessing to have that because I've always referred back to that, and knowing that point, that was like my first time of understanding of root problems. You know what I mean?
It's deep.
And I started working from there. So
I was just gonna add to that, like everything that you've gone through. You know, a lot of the viewers don't even understand that life whatsoever. Like they can't even comprehend it. But it's like for you to like go through all of that. And then, obviously, we ain't even gone into everything yet, but for you to go into all of that and then still have a level head, it's commendable. Do you know what I mean?
Bless.
But I think a lot of people don't understand the shit that the man them actually go through. I think some people think it's a game. For some kids, it is a game. Do you know what I mean?
It is a game to some people. It is a game to some people that's in it because they don't even understand what they're in.
Yeah, they don't even understand what they're in it, but... You know, I just speak for the real guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of kids that are in it. They don't really understand what they're doing and that. But it's a serious thing. Do you know what I'm saying? And then when you know, someone else, if they was to go through what you've been through, that's serious mental health. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know what? I'm not the one to say that. You know.
Nah.
Yeah, because like. Sometimes like you might have been in jail and speaking to a girl and she's like, I won't be able to go to jail. You like, boy, you would because it's different. Once you go through something,
once it happens,
it's like
you have
fight
to
or
adapt.
flight. Like you're gonna adapt to it. So I'm not saying I would wish any girls to go to jail, but I'm just as an example. Do you know what I mean? People say, I couldn't do that, but probably that ain't your path, innit? Maybe I believe in myself and this is my path and this is what I have to go through to get what I get. Some people will probably, you know what I mean, silver spoon or did focus in school and didn't let things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because some people have it hard. It's not everybody has a bad upbringing and they go through the street life. Some people have it hard and they push hard to get what they want without doing anything illegal.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right.
So it's all on your belief system.
So just on that topic, because I've had this conversation a few times. I had this debate. Why do you think kids ain't doing that? Like, why do you think kids ain't like? Because you know most of the man them that ain't got fathers, are broke. They turn to trapping, innit? Do you know what I'm saying?
So, you remember Connections? Did you have Connections in Brixton?
I think we had the connections up. Is that like a was that where you guys a kid, innit? Yeah. We had that was football in that. You used to play football in that there as well.
Yeah, they used to do like youth projects, but you could go there, do your CVs.
Yeah. You do your CVs and that, but at the same time, it was like a youth.
Yeah. The community and that. I think like
we had that back in the days.
I think it's due to there's. I'm not saying that, but that on scales, there's not like who's telling these people what to do now. Like, I was talking to like someone that's older than me from my area, and there wasn't no one telling us.
Yeah.
Really and truly, like growing up, there was man putting guns in our hands, like, and not telling us how to. You know what I mean?
Invest your money or
but maybe they didn't know more better.
Yeah.
So who knows?
Remember, like,
what you got to find for yourself, really.
I was having a conversation with someone else, and it was like, back in the days, like the oldest was like. At one point, 18, the oldest was 18 or 21.
Yeah, cool.
So then it's like the blind leading the blind.
Yeah,
like your oldest is our kids anyways, do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like personally that certain man get into them positions because like they're influenced by it. They see the older lot winning and that, and they see certain man winning, and I think they just decide, man, because you're in that circumstance. A lot of time it is circumstances as well where just man have to be on the roads because that's how they earn their bread or whatever. But I think it is circumstance. But yeah, do you remember your first night in prison?
I think I kind of do, you know.
Like your first ever night in prison, how you felt?
Yeah, but I was in there for a day, luckily, innit? Because it was that case, I think.
How did you go to prison for a day? I don't think I've heard of that before.
I think it was like a day. Because obviously I was a juvenile, and I got nicked on that case. That case that they was doing the old heads was shooting on the hill and that, yeah. So I think I must have got nicked on and they had to apply for bail. This is back in the day. I was on like the young Feltham
This is like
side.
old school things. I don't think this happens anymore. Like,
and I went jail and they had to apply for the bail, and by like the next day,
you was out.
But even that was an experience. I remember like it was the summertime and I was laying on the bed.
How old is you?
I must have been young. Like, how old are you when you go to that side of the jail? I can't remember. 16 or something.
16,
And I remember like laying in the bed and it was sunny, and I was thinking, wow, like, and obviously you're a child, isn't it? 16. So you're thinking about your friends being outside McDonald's, they're in the park, oh my days. And that's what I was thinking about, like, so that's what my first night was like. I'm in jail and everyone's out having fun, literally.
Yeah, was that your first night? Was you not
No, I wasn't
preoccupied with what jail might be like? Or did you really have a good, because you said your brother went jail for time.
Yeah. I don't think I was apprehensive like that about it. Do you know what I mean? I was probably more excited at them times there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? As an experience, it was the first experience, innit, of it.
Yeah.
And I was with my older cousin, my brother.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, they went to the other side of the jail.
Were those your coldies?
Yeah.
Oh,
but when
yeah.
you get the processing, you know what I mean, and they were acting the big bravado, so it made it easier for me. Yeah. Then you get there, then I still talk to people that I met then.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah. Cold. So do you remember your first night when you had a proper sentence? Like where you just come from court, the judge is giving you a bit of a bird.
Well, this sentence I just come on was my first ever like bird. I've been jail a couple times.
Yeah, but this was your first.
Like, alright then, you're doing years behind the door.
Yeah. What, this one where I just saw you?
Yeah.
Oh, I swear down.
Yeah.
Oh, was this the intent to deny
Yeah.
Oh, there's a 6-year thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is the first time I've actually got like a sentence.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how did you feel then? Like, did you have a missus? Like,
well, when how did I feel when I got actually sentenced?
Yeah.
So I was in jail for 6 months and then I got sentenced.
Nah, not even just that. Like, maybe like the first night in prison, knowing that.
Luckily, again, as if my brother, and my co-D.
Yeah.
Like,
did you have a missus outside? Like,
no.
At the time,
I was speaking to
somebody.
Yeah.
I heard that. Yeah. But what? So how did you feel then, knowing that you're about to do some time?
I felt more about my son, innit? Like, that's the first thing.
Even that, yeah.
My son, because this case wasn't a case like, I knew I fucked up, followed the rules. I broke the rules. I broke my own rules in like September prior, you know what I mean? And then they had a 6-month investigation, which they didn't have to investigate anything because I fucked up. And then they nicked me in February.
When you say you broke the rules, what was your rule that you
I broke my rules. I'm just acting like an idiot. I would say an idiot, you know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay. So, would you say that your first night in prison was all right?
Well, by that time, it's Belmarsh. I'm from Lewisham.
Is that your local prison?
Yeah, Belmarsh. It's local.
Yeah.
As with my brother, like we bought Fritz in there. Like Fritz is a local fucking like legend, drunkard legend. Take a sip for Fritz.
Take a sip for Fritz.
They got Fritz. Like he was in there sober as you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So like that's the local, you know what I mean. And I was with my brother. I was with my Cody and my other like cousin and my other 2 Codys. Man's sweet. Man's from the ends.
Come to think about it, when I was in Belmarsh, they was hella Lewisham, man.
That's our local.
Yeah, Lewisham, man.
Lewisham, Woolwich, Peckham.
And you might have like, obviously I'm not sure about you because you're a big man in it, but like these lot got crazy beef with each other in jail.
Yeah, so,
you know what I mean?
I think we should change the word though from beef to something else because
what do you think?
I don't know because it's not really like, what beef was. That's not really beef. That's like some bitchy shit. Like what people are actually killing people over now. It's some bitchy shit. You know what I mean?
Go on, expand on that, my bro. I heard that though.
No, we can't just be calling things what they ain't. Do you know what I mean? It's like calling the sun the moon. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what you saying? Unless it's serious beef, unless man are dropping and that, it's not beef.
No, obviously, like I watch TV and stuff, and you see people use the word beef to explain other things like rap beef. Rap beef ain't beef, innit? I understand that, but I'm talking about if these guys are saying they got beef and they're saying they're chinging man and they rambo with man and trying to do man in for things that don't have any like real. There ain't nothing out here to kill a man for when you're that age anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like so,
that's real shit as well.
You know what I mean? So it's chicken, innit? Your chickens, really.
Yeah.
Beef,
So
that's my personal opinion.
Would you we're gonna get onto the music as well. We're gonna go through prison and that, but just as we're on the subject, what do you think about the drill thing that's going on? I don't know. Do you do drill or is it? Would you call it drill that you do? Like,
I make music, innit? I don't call myself a rapper. I call myself an artist.
Yeah.
But you can't knock them, innit? You can't knock this generation for anything because it was come before, innit? And you got it's a scapegoat thing. It's talking to the generation underneath you because you're the generation before them. So what did you give them to work off? What tools did you give them? Do you know what I mean? And it can keep on going back. It can keep on going back. Do you know what I mean? So, and even when I look at the drill thing, it's like grime. Like my dad was a sound boy playing the sound, and sound it goes back to fucking the slaves playing the drums. So you can't slander it, innit? Do you know what I mean? And
it is a route for a lot of kids to get out of it because a lot of kids are off the roads and now they're making music and that. Do you know what I mean? They might have been on the roads, but at least they're finding a route out.
Yeah, it could be seen as turning a negative into a positive in any which way, innit?
Yeah.
So yeah, with genres, you can't really say nothing. It's a scapegoat thing because you listen to rock music, and they're saying some madness. They're talking about saying 666, kill.
Yeah, all of this shit. Yeah,
you pointing the finger at. Do you know what I mean?
I believe that.
Because them the people who turn to mass murderers.
Yeah,
they're mass murderers killing people.
It's true. You'd hear people that listen to that shit, and even them not themselves doing a mad thing, going to school and shooting up the school and that. And you know what I'm saying? I do hear though that with the drill thing, people are saying it incites violence.
It does incite violence.
I believe it does incite.
It invites silly violence as well. Yeah. But I'm not going to be the one to put my finger on the whole genre.
Do
you know what I mean?
I wouldn't.
Like, do you know what I mean? There's like when my son was singing Weekend, I Can't Touch My Face or something like that. I'm looking at him thinking, does he even know what he's singing? Like, no, my son, he's singing about sniffing cocaine. So it's just as bad as another. Like, a sin is a sin. So
it's true,
you're gonna point their sins out, but let's clear it all up together. You know what I mean?
There is other things going on.
Music's music. Every music's you got some sin in there. Let's just sing gospel music. Do you know what I mean? So don't be pointing out their shit.
No,
you know what I mean? Because they've got less tools than you to work with. So allow them, innit?
Yeah. Word.
That's how I look at it. Because I come from the same place.
Yeah.
I'm just elevating, but I'm not gonna look back and say, bruv, do it like this. Get it how you live. Do you know what I mean? And it ain't easy out here at all. It's not easy.
Come on, my bro. What was your favourite food in jail?
Favourite food?
Yeah.
Like, no jail food. Man, them cook.
The thing that you whip up.
Yeah. I would never. No favorite food.
I don't even think you used to eat the jail food like that.
No,
did you?
man. Especially only because I was in high. When I met you, I was in High Point. We was living nice.
Yeah.
I kind of compare like only to like China and no. Sorry, High Point to like China or like Sweden where it's mad clean, or Norway where it's mad clean. To only was like.
The slums.
Yeah, like no disrespect to like Bombay, you know, like where they fucking because we had rats outside every night. But in High Point we had bunny rabbits. And cats.
Yeah. And then you had the cookers as well.
Yeah,
like
cookers,
there's bare things,
Like, yeah, man. So yeah. By that time I saw what the system was doing. What do you mean HMP and you lot are giving us some dirty food? Like, fuck that.
Yeah.
I had 6 months left by the time I come to you lot and I just said, you know what? Fuck the system. I'm just gonna keep my head down. Stick to my plan and get.
You did just that, man. You did just to keep your head down.
Blessings, man.
You get me? And you come out. Big respect. But what are you saying? You ain't got a favorite food?
A favorite food?
Maybe macaroni and rice then.
Yeah, but that's generic for the man them food. Isn't it? Like, I would say that when the man them will cook, Sunday, like big up Jonesy, as Lee from Rosie and Wayland, Twin, bear man there, man. It's all love.
It's cooking up madness.
Yeah, Jonesy, come on, man. Dan is all cooking, Noddy's all cooking Sunday, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, took it like grandma was there.
Yeah. Although that's how it feels like. That's how it feels. When you're there, do you know what I mean? It feels like that, but then you come out and then you're like...
when I look back at man them, it's nothing but love. But when I look back at the man them food now, it looks grey. Don't look...
Yeah.
They have the same...
It's mad because when you're in there, you're like, right, this is banging. This is the proper tinker. We're eating different food than the server, innit? But then...
You get back, it's another level.
It's just another level and you're just like, right...
They had us in a way.
Yeah, they had us.
£5 for ackee and saltfish.
All of that, but you're spending it and you got £15 to spend a week.
They had us in a way, man.
Yeah. What about the worst food, would you say?
Like it's a bit like drill. You can't put your finger on it. Like all of it goes in the bin.
Shit,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Word. I heard that still.
Yeah, man. It's all shit, man. They're evil people.
Yeah. Man, them don't go to jail.
Don't go to jail, man. Food shit.
What about the worst injury? I don't know if...
The worst injury I had in jail?
No, or witness, or maybe that you had even. It could be that.
Oh, the worst injury
that you've probably witnessed or had.
What's the worst injury I saw in jail? Yeah. The worst injury I saw was some guy got his head kicked in because he didn't listen. But then I've seen other, like, I see black people get poked and stuff, but it never was like nothing. You know what I mean? It was like But I see some boy get a whopping and a popping, and he had to go to hospital.
Why?
He didn't listen.
He didn't listen
because in Lewisham, some people thought they could get their stripes up off me, innit? Because they were young and that, and then. Thinking they didn't know me, innit? Like, I'm a name to some people. I'm not really a real person. Do you know what I mean? So I think they saw me. I see when they saw me in Belmarsh, and it's like they saw gold. Like, there's SR. I'm not like that. My name's Stefan Ruben Gordon. You know what I mean? That's SRG. Do you get it?
Come on, bro.
So I'm not even penning it like that. And then he's come up to me like, "What? You SR?" I'm like, "Yeah, you." Screaming at his gang. I'm like, I gave him the chance. I said, "Bro, allow it." Like. Me and my brother just come off a visit. I've just literally got sentenced yesterday. Just see my son. Yeah, it's not the right time to be approaching me.
Was this in the holding room?
No, this was in like free flow.
Free flow on the way back. Yeah.
And one of your one of your last interviewers was there. He was there.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, a few man them was there, and I was like, yeah, back up. He didn't, so he backed him up. And I kind of lost myself all in front of the governors. I ended up in the block for like 2-3 weeks. Do you know what I mean? Come out looking sucked. And the governors were playing with me, saying he was in intensive care for days, but I found out he wasn't. Like, they're just playing with my soul.
They do play games, innit?
Do you know what I mean? Like, every day I'm asking, is he awake? Is he awake? They're like, no. Then some other governor come and told me, he woke up. And when they took me to the adjudication, it was like, he's still in thing. I said, no, Mr. Thing. slamming the thing. Why is he telling you? He's like, I said, I don't know, that's your staff member, but why are you lying to me? Why are you playing with my life?
But they play with it though. They do play with it though, innit? Like, bro, I had a time in the block where the governor said to me, like, it was the beginning of December, and he said to me, like, yeah, you're spending Christmas and New Year's. GOAD though, no charge, nothing. You know what I mean? You're spending Christmas, New Year's in the block. They play with you. They said to me, oh, we're going to send you...
Did you though?
Yeah, I did 3 months that time, at the beginning of December. They said to me, oh, we're going to send you Swell Side, yeah? But they used to try to threaten man with Swell Side.
Yeah.
And I said, bro, the man them's there.
Yeah, yeah.
These times I was up north, so I was like...
Yeah, that's better, it's closer, innit?
I was like, right, Swell Side's close.
Yeah.
The man them's there, whatever. And then they always like, alright, cool. They sent me to Doncaster, bro. You know what I mean? They fuck with you. When you're in the block, they do fuck with you.
And you think, sometimes, yeah, you think, because you're such a minute thing in prison, sometimes it plays with you like they're not fucking with you, but they're definitely fucking with you in there. Trust me.
100%.
100%. Yeah. They are fucking with each and every one of you in there.
Cool.
So don't go in there.
Yeah, don't go in there.
It's a system. It's a system.
What was your darkest memory in prison? And this could be like, when I say darkest memory, I mean like the time that maybe made you feel the most down, depressed. Like, and this is what happens in prison as well. I need to say, like,
yeah, cool.
A lot of people try and glamorize it. It's not lit. Prison is, we make the best out of a bad situation, but it's not lit at all.
Yeah, I think my darkest time, yeah, like when you say it, there was a thing that come to me straight away, innit? So that's why I'll say this. Yeah. But this was ages ago. When I was in Feltham, but like the other side, and I went jail, and my little brother, because my mum's illness, my little brother, I knew my mum was fucking around, innit? So like it's weird because I was writing a letter to my mum. I was like, don't let my little brother forget me. But by that time, he got put into care, and like. I don't know. My down days are probably different than someone else's. But when you ask me, that's the in jail. I remember being in my. I can remember it now. Being in my cell, and I remember writing that letter, crying, thinking, and then I thought, oh, now like he's still in that system. Do you know what I mean? So that was like my downest point ever. Like, Ryan, don't make little bro forget me, and then he's in care. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
deep, bro. No.
and then you put like what ifs. What if I didn't go to jail?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah.
So a lot of people do say, like, when I ask this question, a lot of people say like, right, like, you know, somebody passed away, Like, for me, it's like, one thing for me was like, you know, doing a lot of bird. It's like, if a family member passes away, you feel like, you know, you wasn't there. You almost feel like you're not even a man. Do you know what I'm saying? Cause you weren't even there to, you know, be there for them. And then a lot of the times it might be a friend or it might be a relative that ain't your mum or dad. And they don't let you go to the funeral. Do you know what I mean?
I had a flip side of that. Rest Azra's soul in peace. I had Marley, Barry, rest in peace. I had a flip side of that where someone was there for me for my sentence.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then I came out and then they passed.
Oh.
That fucked me up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it was there. Like, boom, bam, letters, birthdays.
And that's rare as well.
Visits.
That's rare.
Yeah. It fucked. Do you know what I mean? Then they passed over.
Yeah.
And that was like another moment when it like coming out was like, shit, like you actually got to value your life and your time. And
word.
Do you know what I mean? That was mad.
Off the back of that, yeah, how did you hold on to relationships in prison? Like, you know, without saying...
I don't know if I ever said it to you, but I said it to a lot of man, yeah, that like I come to realise I'd like I used to say to the man them, like, imagine, yeah, whoever don't come visit you ain't coming to your grave, bro. I used to say, whoever don't come to visit you ain't putting a rose or a flower on your thing. Do you get me? So I used to have to tell myself that.
That's deep. Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Deep. So and I've been
just to debate on you with that, yeah.
Yeah.
But not really debate with you, but it's like, I feel like the man then will come and drop a rose, yeah, just on a show thing. If that makes sense.
I don't know if people would even do that nowadays, bro. They probably send an emoji.
Yeah, send an emoji. Yeah, R.I.P. Heartbreak. Yeah. But I feel like, I know, bro. I've done 10 years in prison, fam. I know.
So they'll do it for the picture.
They'll do it for the picture. They'll do it for the. They'll say whatever. But I mean, like, the man they won't be there for you in jail. But I feel like, obviously, if you was dead, they'll come to your funeral. They'll do all of that. Because it's showing it. Like, you know, it might be on film or whatever. But you know, I don't feel like certain people. Obviously, when you go jail, that's when friendships and relationships get tested the most.
Tested, yeah.
Cause it's like, right, you love me when I'm up, but now I'm at the lowest. Like, who's really there for me now, kind of thing. But a lot of man that I've interviewed inside and outside of prison have said that, like, and even me personally, it's like certain man ain't there anymore. And even for some guys, their girls ain't there no more. Do you know what I'm saying? Certain people even lose family members. Do you know what I mean? But you know, I don't know. I believe personally that I think girls are more loyal than guys. In regards.
Depends. It depends.
I think in terms
you mean
of
they stay there because when we're in jail, yeah, like I talk to the girl, yeah, baby. My thing's different because I get me. My thing's different, but who knows? She could have up her while she's on the phone to you, but she's gonna stay there. She's gonna stay there for you. You know what I mean? She's loyal just because you don't know.
No, but I used to speak to some lifers. Like I used to be.
Yeah, but listen, I know women that are there for man, but they're there for man because like it's like they got somewhere fetish or they have got a nice heart, like they're a carer of fucking jail men. Yeah, but they're still living their life.
They're still doing their thing.
But they're still there for a man in jail. They're still getting whopped out. But they know he's ringing between 3 and 6.
Yeah,
they're gonna answer the phone.
Yeah, you're right.
Come on, man.
Yeah, that's real.
They're not more low, man. Man and women, they do the same dumb bumblecart thing, and women are smarter. Right?
I think they're smarter at it, but I feel like with women, it's like a woman will be doing her thing, but then still writing your letter.
You ain't trying now because. Come on, man. You ain't trying to be in things with your brethren. Your girl's your girl. So of course she's gonna be there for you. Your man ain't in it. Like your brethren. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And listen, like I could talk from experience. Whoever's listening to this, if you're watching it, acting like you ain't watching it, it is what it is. Like it works two ways. Like, yeah, you're there for me in jail. La la la, but I'm there for you just as much. Maybe me talking for myself, my spirit, my soul's strong in it. Like I'm still there to lean on. I'm still a voice. I still help you need that. Boom boom boom. I'm still getting Christmas presents, birthday presents. Boom boom boom. So it's not a one way thing. Now, do you get it?
Of course,
but they try to play it out like I was there for you. I was there for you.
Bam.
Man, that's some scapegoat shit.
That's real shit. But let me flip it now. Yeah. Would you wait for a gal? If she was doing bed,
well, listen. If I let me talk. If I was with a girl now, like now, the life I'm living now, she's my woman.
Yeah, the mentality.
Now she wouldn't even get nicked anyway because she wouldn't putting herself in them
positions. Yeah.
But if she was my girl now, now, then. I wasn't even I wasn't even playing that.
Even trying to,
So I'm not gonna lie. Of course not.
Do you know what?
I'll be there to support her, just like she would be doing the same thing. I think she would do to me. Support her like that.
If I'm being real, from my own experience, I feel like if man go to jail, there's gal that even if they are fucking about, they're gonna stay. There's gal
that loyalty there. That's why I don't mind that. That's cool, yeah. But you said girls are more loyal than men. That's not loyalty.
Okay, so the reason why I say girls are more loyal than men, in my experience, is because, bro, when I went jail, you already know how it goes, bro. Like there was certain man that man had, like, you know, and we was like that. You get me? And then man went to jail, and then I'm talking about there's gal that, like, you know, that I'm doing a big bird, you know, fam, and then I'm getting like letters, like, you know, from gal, but then from the man them that you breaking bread with and even shedding blood with and then doing the madness with. Their man ain't as you get
active. They're not even showing themselves.
Yeah, bro, and that's why I say that men are more. Women are more low than men. In that sense, like, because remember Nelson Mandela. I can't
take away from you. I can't take that away from the women. I can't, like, the women. There was girls that was like, I had a good girl that was there for me in jail. Boom, bam, bam. But do you know why I'm coming across like that? Because I don't want nothing from no man. That's what I was gonna say. Like, I had a cousin. Free yourself. I'm not gonna say your name. He's been in jail for a long time, and I remember seeing him, like, when all the ends was won and we used to chill. He'd be ringing bare man, and no disrespect to you, cuz I love you, but just annoying bare man and that. So when I went to thing, I wasn't bothering nobody. I had my girl. I looked after my son. Ring my dad. When my brother got out, ring him. Around my cousin, boom, boom, boom. So I wasn't sorting out. I wasn't bothering nobody because I made the mistake. It's my responsibility, and I kind of saw what people whispering. Oh, my man's ringing me up. I haven't nobody disrespect my thing, so I just put my head down and just went in and came out. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I only had the phone to communicate what I had to. I didn't went fucking talking shit. I tried to stay away from idle shit on Instagram.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that. So boom.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
That's how
I guess you can look at it in you get me, you can look at it like that as well. Still, it goes either way. Everyone's experience is different as well. Like in prison, everyone's experience is different. Everyone man's experience is different. Bam. Well, I was gonna ask you, what's the proudest thing? What's the thing you're most proud of since serving your sentence?
Since serving my sentence, since coming out and serving it.
Well, you could have been proud of something you did inside or something
inside the jail. I was proud of excuse me, sorry. In jail, I was proud of like breaking old habits, like learning to break old habits. You know what I mean?
Like smoking and stuff like that.
Well, I didn't stop smoking in Belmarsh. When I had the choice, I stopped smoking for 2 weeks. Yeah. But then when they took it from us, I know
smoking. What you mean. I was there for that as well. Yeah.
When they took it, I was then buying it like that.
Yeah.
But not like that. Like I expanded my thinking, my mindset. I did things. I'm not really like a handyman to say like when it comes to all that shit. I done like tiling. It expanded my mind. I done like business, IT, bookkeeping. These little things. Them times there, you're doing it because the course is 3 months. Alright then, let me bang it out. That's 3 months.
Yeah, done. Yeah.
But then when you're there, it gives you something to wake up to. Then you realize, shit, I'm feeding my mind. You know? And you're learning something new. And that took me on to helping me start a business when I came out. Because even though I did like plumbing, tiling, plastering, it made me know that I don't want to do that fucking shit when I come out. Do you know what I mean? So it still put me in a position where I knew what to choose when I come out. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So, and the bookkeeping and the accountancy went hand in hand. The IT, I still have to use those skills now, even though we've done them in school. So it's good that I had that time to invest time back into myself, which I probably wouldn't have in that sense if I didn't go to jail. You know what I mean?
Yeah, cool. Alright, bam. So what's SRG doing now? Like what are you doing now with yourself? So you've done the
more everything.
Yeah. Do you know what? It was your birthday the other day, innit?
Yeah, yesterday. Everything.
Yeah, I messaged you more life, more blessings, and you replied more everything.
Yeah, more everything.
That's the what's that? What are you saying? That's the
It's just like
that's the motto.
Like if your heart's clean, and you're doing the right thing, you should have everything you desire in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Why not?
Yeah.
If you ain't gonna hurt nobody with it or do nothing bad with it, why can't you have more of everything? More everything in it, more music. That's the label I'm signed to, innit? More music. It's a house that I work with. So it's more.
Yeah. I've listened to a few of your songs. Obviously, do you know what I'm saying? You're good. You're really good. Man. You know what I'm saying?
Blessings.
And like, you hear a lot of rappers and that nowadays. But I actually feel your shit. You know what I mean?
Thank you. Appreciate it, man.
You're really good, man.
Thank you.
So you come out of jail now, since obviously I was with you,
Yeah.
Like, what was the motivation to not go back and then to carry on with it? Because you've been doing music since you've been out, you're doing well as well. Like, what is the... Just drop something, or you dropping something?
It's going to be consistently coming out from right now, but you can go look at Calculator, Mixtape Madness, SRG Calculator, and there'll be just follow the movement, SRG Music TV on YouTube, SRG _ Instagram. Just keep following the movement. There's music all over.
Yeah, all the links will
it'll be there. Man, it's all over. But Calculator's out now. It's isolation. It was present that made me put things like into one and structure them and my life how I wanted it, because like some might see me as SRG, but I'm still Stefan. Like SRG is Stefan. That's why I call myself that, because my name ain't Stabber. I am a reflection of me, Stefan, innit? SRG ain't playing no games. That's what my music is. No gimmick thing. Boom. Do you know what I mean? So there's different aspects to me, and luckily the isolation let me put my music there, how I want to run my family life, how I want to be perceived in the streets, and do you know what I mean? So and then Yeah, and that's why I took a break from music, because I had a son, I got nieces. Do you know what I mean? I've got little cousins. There's new generations coming up, and when I first started rapping in 2008, man was not saying I ain't rapping what I'm living now, but man was really out there.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 and going studio.
Yeah.
And my energy was different then, because man was really out there and going studio. And then that's the energy I was giving out to people. Now, I didn't have a son then. I didn't have family of my own or whatever. I wasn't aspiring to have a family of my own, so it didn't matter. So now I realized after things that happened, I had to rein in the energy, because I ain't giving that to people with my name behind it. So if you listen to my shit now, you might hear certain things, but there's a message. You know what I mean? If you wanna hear it, you know what I mean? There's a story behind everything.
Like, literally, bro. Like, you're a real guy, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? A lot of people has vouched for you, do you know what I'm saying, as a real guy from the ends, you know what I'm saying? You've come out, you're doing your music, and you're actually doing well with your music, do you know what I'm saying? You're doing good joints and that. Also, you sound like you've fully matured from that life, do you know what I'm saying? And you can now talk about it in a different place, if that makes sense, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what SRG, the artist, is about. When you listen to my music from now until I tell you otherwise, like, I'm just telling my story from I was born to 2017 when I got arrested for conspiracy to supply drugs. So you might see something in my videos, you might hear me say something, but I'm telling you the story from 1989 to 2017. That's what you're gonna see. Do you know what I mean? That's the SRG you're gonna hear until the transition, and I won't have to, or we can focus on a different chapter. Do you know what I mean?
I believe in you anyways, bro. Like,
I believe in you, because let me just finish this. You were doing what you said you was gonna do. When I met you, you told me you was gonna do this. You didn't have a TV in your room. You had a plan, and boom, you came out. Since the way I saw you was in your plan. You already was in your plan. Your brother showed me, look at this. I said, I know him. He said he was gonna do that. So you know what I mean?
Come on, my brother.
Just one love, man.
It's big respect, bro.
No, it's reciprocated, man.
Come on, bro. Man. Like I said, like, in jail, you meet. I think I spoke to you about this before. Like, you meet. It's a real recognized real thing. I don't know. I can't really articulate it properly, but you meet certain people where you know they've got something about them. You're definitely one of them people. Do you know what I'm saying? You got something about you. Other people back that, but even before I knew all of this about you, because I just met you for the first time there. Jail, but even before people started shouting out respect for you, I just thought the way you carried yourself, you know what I'm saying? You're a proper guy. Do you know what I mean?
Respect, man.
Come on, bro. And obviously everything that you're putting out is real shit. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna download your shit. I encourage all my viewers to download these shit. But before we go, I always ask different prisoners, like, what advice would you give to the youth that are maybe on the route that you was on growing up? Like, what advice would you give to the youth? Sometimes I ask if it's like you're
my son. No,
like,
it won't be the same. But I like, and I'm not gonna front. I realize, like, I want the best for my son. Do you know what I mean? The best for my son, like, beyond. But then I realize that I can't just tell my son or try to. It has to be the community around him. It has to be, even if it's his friends, his mum's friend, because it has to be like my niece, his cousin. It has to be people around him. You can't just try to drill it in one person and think that's gonna change. You gotta start changing the world around him. You know what I mean? I used to do youth work years ago. Even while I had my son, and that's kind of one reason I had to kind of stop, because it was kind of conflicting me being a father and But I realized you can't. Everyone goes through their own thing, so I can say one thing to another man, ain't gonna work for another man. Like, if you're gonna talk about the road as a whole, like, look at it. I say I don't do road, I do global now. I did road. I'm trying to do global, innit? Like, that's man's done the road. You know what I mean? There's nothing out there. Like, you can listen to my new songs. I tell you, it's a lie, innit? Get your P's and leave.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? My G, the real G's, there's vacancies.
Yeah.
Get your P's and leave.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, you know what I mean? It's not... Find yourself, find what you want out of life, and go for it. If your friend ain't supporting you, he ain't your friend.
Yeah.
Don't go for what he wants, because what he wants ain't for you. And I'm telling you from experience, it's nothing but love I'm spreading, and nothing I got love for, like, even people that think they're my enemies, because you don't want my hate, so I'm gonna give you some love. Yeah, but
real shit though. Yeah.
but if you ain't, your brethren ain't reciprocating the love, it ain't love. So just keep it 1E, find out what you want from the world, and keep it like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All we do is progress, more everything. You know what I mean?
All we do is progress. What's that?
This is a novel, a lifestyle brand I work alongside. Well, my brother created it, All Dip.
Yeah.
We'll get you some pieces soon. All we do is progress. You know what I mean? It's the mantra.
Whatever the link for that, we'll put that in the
all of
thing
that.
as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Everyone cop that if you want progress. You
All of that.
understand? Yeah, but yeah, I like how you come here with this.
Come on, man. That's what we're gonna be doing. Promoting our own shit.
Progress,
Fuck that.
yeah. Come on, my brother. But yeah, SR, man, it was good
Love.
linking up again. You get
Love.
my brother?
More times. We're gonna link up more times, brother.
Of course, bro.
Come
of course. Future video shoots, future
100.
things that you're doing, I'll pull it out there.
100. Love.
You get me, my bro. But yeah, this is a good catch up.
Let me get another drink and a shot before we go. Let's get one more shot.
Yeah, we'll get a drink.
Like, you're gonna pop that one. Give me that Ciroc as well before we go, because you're gonna pop that.
What you saying though? What? Freestyle.
Freestyle. This
Yeah, guy, bust it.
freestyle. Nah, you can't get freestyle.
Quick one. I've never done that before.
You know, should I freestyle for you guys?
Yeah, I've never done it before.
Nah, man, I can't freestyle for you guys. You're not gonna have to. You're not gonna have to. Like, I will freestyle for you.
Yeah.
Not today though.
Not today, nah.
I'm gonna give you exclusive freestyle when you start your freestyles.
Yeah.
But
When I
not today,
started,
because
yeah.
you lot got like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You lot been asking for shit for years.
Yeah.
It's here.
It's here, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Follow the movement.
Yeah.
Good, real music. More music.
Come on, my bro.
Love.
Yeah, you already know. Delinquent Nation, Prison Diaries.
Blessings.
Brother, yeah, that was cool.
Blessings. Come on, man.